Namaskar. A force to reckon with, a legacy to be proud of. Today, we honor, we remember the brave hearts who protect our shores and secure our future. The Indian Navy safeguarding our nation. Wishing our viewers a very happy Navy Day. And to observe this very special occasion, we are honored to have the presence of Admiral Dinesh Tripathi, who is the Chief of Naval Staff, along with his wife and also the President of NAWA, Mrs. Shashi Tripathi. A very warm welcome to both of you. बहुत स्वागत है आपका.
Thank you.
Wishing you both a very happy Navy Day.
Thank you.
And sir, 1.5 years of your tenure. Let's begin by understanding from you the highlights of this previous year.
Thank you very much, Veronica. First of all, welcome to the Navy House. At the outset, I want to wish you and all the countrymen a very happy Navy Day. We believe that Indian Navy is India's Navy, every Indian's Navy, and therefore this is as much a celebration for you and every countryman as it is for all of us in the whites. Coming to the question, I would say that the journey since the last time you interviewed in December 24 has been truly enriching in many ways, interesting in scope of activities which we did, sometimes challenging in execution of things, as I would enunciate in detail, and rewarding in outcomes. This tenure has given me a unique vantage point to witness and steer Navy's evolution at a time when our maritime responsibilities and aspirations as a nation are expanding rapidly. Why do I say this? Because if I were to sum up our activities and achievements in one sentence, it is that we as a Navy have continued to evolve as a combat-ready, credible, cohesive and future-ready Atmanirbhar force. And towards that, we have ensured that we continue to protect, preserve and pursue national maritime interests anytime, anywhere, anyhow. First of all, talking of operationally, obviously of Sindoor, the Indian Navy in synergy with our sister services in an Army and Air Force undertook a very swift deployment in the Northern Avian Sea. And this dominating presence and aggressive maneuvering, if I can say that, by our fleet clearly signaled our intent and ability to deliver overwhelming force from the sea. This credible deterrence, in my view, played a huge role and ensured that our adversaries' units, that is ships, aircraft, remained close to their coast in their harbors and never ventured out. We are further building on this from what we have learned with this experience of Sindoor and sharpening our integrated warfighting capability through endeavors like recently concluded tri-services exercise, which was held off the Gujarat coast from early to mid-November. At the same time, our units continue to remain mission deployed throughout our areas of interest, demonstrating their combat readiness and operational capability to protect India's maritime interests, as also, if required, to project power from the sea. In the past year, we maintained relentless op tempo across our areas of interest, and we have clocked more than 11,000 ship days at sea, more than 50,000 aircraft hours in the sky. Along with other maritime cooperation and humanitarian assistance missions which we carried out, these endeavors enabled us to reinforce our image as the global security partner and the first responder in the region. You would also know that the designation of IFC IOR as the voluntary reporting system by the International Maritime Organization was a huge achievement, as also the earning of the Samudra Rakshak Award by IFC IOR in September of this year are testament to our impetus to enhancing maritime security in the Indian Ocean region. As global security partners, our foreign cooperation initiatives are guided by the Honorable Prime Minister's articulation of Mahasagar or mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across regions. Firstly, Indian Ocean Ship Sagar, you must have heard of it,
Yes,
IOS
yes.
Sagar, involved an Indian naval warship. It was an OPV, jointly crewed by 44 personnel from 9 IOR nations in April and May of this year. Secondly, you must have heard of the Africa-India Key Maritime Engagement or AKIM, which means unity in Sanskrit. Again, it was a maiden initiative where 10 countries of India and 9 countries from Africa, they jointly came together in Tanzania. Another interesting thing which happened was, we exercised with our DSRV and with our submarine rescue capability. And in a first, again, of its kind, we undertook successful matings with submarines from Republic of Korea Navy, also from, I think, Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force Navy and Republic of Singapore Navy. Additionally, the Navy has participated in 21 bilateral, 9 multilateral and 34 and counting maritime partnership exercises. We have also carried out 5 coordinated patrols and 13 joint surveillance in the exclusive economic zones of our partner nations in the Indian Ocean region. You would also recall that our ships were the first one to reach Myanmar after the devastating earthquake, and we called it our Brahma. So I'm very happy that what the Navy has done over the last 1 year.
Coming to you, ma'am, also 1.5 years as a president, NWWA. What are the recent developments, if you talk about NWWA, and how have you contributed for those developments?
So about NAWA, it's a continuous process which started, this whole organization started almost 75 years ago as a small group of senior ladies united with a simple yet powerful intention and idea to support naval families. From that humble beginning, NAWA has grown into a strong, compassionate and ever-evolving support system. So I extend first of all here my sincere gratitude to all those volunteers, acknowledge their unwavering dedication and service. Each generation of leadership has carried this legacy forward, shaping NAWA into an organization that evolves with the time while remaining deeply rooted in the core purpose. During my tenure especially, I wholeheartedly tried to nurture happy, vibrant and approachable NAWA. One where every member feels welcomed, valued and heard. Touching everybody's life and inclusivity has been my real agenda or focus. Here in Naval community over past year, I have worked to create a full circle of care supporting women, children, senior citizens, children with special needs, pets and environment, ensuring every segment of naval family feels included and uplifted. Trust in organization, I can say, has increased. During my time, the new and contemporary ideas have been introduced during this tenure, have improved our long-standing initiatives and encouraged healthy experimentation. Our work in women's skilling and empowerment, once a new and uncertain step, has grown wonderfully. This shows that our community is open to new ideas, truly committed to making them succeed. I can describe the present NAWA's state in 2 words: happy and happening.
Well, another initiative which is being talked about is NAVI. Well, what inspired you for the launch of NAVI and how it is benefiting the community?
NAWI is an initiative which basically was started with the idea of keeping women engaged mentally, connecting them with each other, giving them some new skills or sharpen their own skills. This way we empower them by making them acknowledge their own talents, having faith in themselves, their capabilities. They can do their work from home. But this initiative is not only about skilling and financial growth or anything like that. Mainly sustainability along with the skill development is very, I would say, contemporary in today's approach, which I have brought in picture. Economic empowerment for spouses in training in design, stitching, quality finishing and marketing. It is a complete package of vocational training which helps spouses on independent income through craft-based entrepreneurship. So it's a great tool for women's happiness. Almost 300 women have already connected within last 1.5 years.
Ma'am, NAWA is known as the support, the strength, the pillar for the naval community. Well, what are the recent initiatives that you would like to highlight?
Educational empowerment for children. Besides, of course, we are involved in schools and we keep doing various activities with them. But many MOUs we have signed with the good educational centers, colleges, institutions for various courses. Over 21 MOUs we have signed with the reputed institutions. I'm deeply committed to the environment, where it is through plantation drives or collecting naval uniforms and having MOU to collect and make them again in the yarn and bringing them back to some kind of a nautical products which so we just get them back again instead of they thrown in the garbage or any kind of this thing, which I have been trying for many years and then I've succeeded, so I'm very happy about. Besides that, as you know, NAVI has the recycles and repurposes the fabric which is a waste in factory waste and boutique waste and lot of things. So that has really taken care. So every way I have tried to bring as much of awareness about environment as possible. Then for Chetna, there's something called Suraksha Kavach, which is a significant step has been introduced, which is a pendant with the QR code for the senior citizens, special children and even pets. Okay. It ensures quick identification during emergencies. We had interesting car and bike rallies where women and women officers put together have traveled across India, connecting communities with Indian culture, heritage, and also under Skill India, connecting ladies with artisans directly. Talent clubs I have spoken about, this is something which brings again people together, sharpens their talent, and I feel culturally rich community, I always feel that is always more positive and stronger community. It just creates a very good positive sense of in a right way the sense of belonging is there. So together these initiatives reflect a NAWA that is empowered, inclusive and increasingly conscious of its role, not just as a support pillar, but as a platform that inspires growth, unity and holistic well-being for the entire naval family.
So we've just discussed about the operational engagements, but now let's go back to the previous year and see what are the operational advancements, the capacity enhancements and the HR initiatives being done by Navy.
In these two domains also we have achieved a lot. Starting with the force levels, we have added several frontline platforms in our Navy, ranging from nuclear powered submarines to conventional submarines, to destroyers, frigates, and many multi-purpose vessels. In the field of HR and workforce management, we have taken meaningful strides to nurture, train, and empower our important asset, which is the most important asset, that is the human capital. Realizing that the real strength of the Navy lies in what our men and women can do, both uniformed and civilian. We have ensured that we remain focused on their holistic welfare and ensuring that we reinforce the harmony between the body, mind, and spirit of every individual, so that we have a very happy Navy family.
Coming to you, ma'am, talking about NWWA, how do you see NWWA evolving in the coming years and how it can impact the community, and what are the challenges that NWWA usually face?
NAWA today is more future ready and streamlined with many unnecessary formalities and outdated belief systems, consciously trimmed into improve its efficiency by expanding our digital reach, which has made our work faster and more inclusive, enabling members with limited time to participate actively. This has increased their participation. Accessibility has strengthened NAWA and brought in fresh, innovative ideas. Digital platforms have also given us greater flexibility to conduct workshops, meetings, orientation programs, and various initiatives which eases with the ease and with the wider participation of people, like online counseling, training, orientation for newly posted families. So that is a very big change. So besides that, strengthening childcare and inclusivity, enhancing creche facilities, improving cuddles, which is a childcare center, as many working ladies and more women join the Navy, and many more ladies are going to be having careers. This is a very important initiative which needs complete focus on its work and it is work on progress. Of course, we are working on it. Our focus in the coming years will be on high quality care centers supporting working mothers of services as well as our women from welfare.
Coming back to you, sir. Well, the theme for this year's Navy Day talks about Atmanirbhar Bharat, Samriddh Bharat, and Vikasit Bharat. Well, how do you see Navy advancing towards this theme this year?
India was, India is, and India will always remain a maritime nation. And therefore, in my view, India's progress and prosperity are inseparably linked to the oceans. The seas are not just our frontiers, but I believe they are our future. Why do I say that? Geography. You know that the northern and western land borders remain largely impervious, shaped by challenging geography and complex geopolitics. So this makes the oceans our true gateways for trade, for connectivity, for strategic influence, if you want to call it, for energy, for cultural influence. And this is, to my end, India's journey to becoming Viksit Bharat will be a maritime voyage. That is one that is driven at, from, and by the seas. Therefore, India's maritime interests are set to expand. I have no doubt about it. As the nation charts her course through a Viksit Samriddh Bharat by 2047. As the prime manifestation of India's maritime power, the Indian Navy stands firm in its mandate to protect our interests, to promote our priorities, and to pursue our national objectives across the seas. Our mission goes beyond just defending and supporting India's ascent. We are here to secure, strengthen, and sustain this maritime journey of the country.
Well, coming to you, ma'am, you yourself is you're an artist, you're a creative soul, and we would like to know from you how this creative side of yours personally, impacted NAWA's growth.
Being creative makes me a more sensitive person about everything around me. It has given a very refined twist to all the everything what we are doing, all the initiatives, say skill centers. It has helped revitalize long-standing NAWA initiatives, giving them a fresh contemporary look while preserving their core purpose, like I said. Talent and cultural clubs, which I have brought. We always used to have these kind of things, but I have put them together. It has helped strengthening the talent and culture clubs, turning them into vibrant platforms where women, children and families could showcase their skill, bond, stay positively together and engaged. Creativity and design sense has definitely improved the visual identity of NAWA centers, making space more welcoming. It has helped NAWA's communication in terms of brochure design, history book launch, which we are working on a history book, bringing 75 years old legacy, of course, in a book. Creative studios, etc. Engagement becomes more expressive, warm and relatable. Overall, I feel with a creative mindset, I ensure that NAWA's initiatives felt fresh, energetic, joyful and truly inspiring.
Well, we can see how much it is important for the family also to have a good mental health, good physical health. So that brings me to my next question. What role does the family play if you talk about Indian Naval Forces?
Actually, the family strikes at the very core of what we call the naval life. Because we strongly believe that Navy is not just a profession, it's a way of life. As naval officers, sailors and our civilian workforce, each one of us makes a choice to selflessly serve our nation, and therefore service comes first, always and every time. In the Navy, we say that one may be off watch, but one is never off duty, which means that our sense of duty mandates sustained time and commitment to our core purpose. This, of course, demands sacrifices on a daily basis by our personnel and our families. Here, families are the true anchors of strength behind our men, our workforce. When our units are deployed at sea, for example, it is our spouses and families who play a crucial role in looking after each other, holding fort and ensuring safety and stability at home, which is very important, and it gives peace to our people who go to sea. Their resilience allows each one of us to perform our duties with confidence and complete commitment. We are also aware of the fact that we need a robust support system for our families. Therefore, our community initiatives, as some of them highlighted by President NAWA, are designed to create a safe and an encouraging environment for our families, an ecosystem that promotes holistic wellness, developmental opportunities at the personal level, and ensures that every family receives the collective support of our community.
Right, sir. Lastly, what message you would like to give to the nation as the CNS?
As a nation today, we are standing at a critical juncture in our journey towards Viksit Bharat. As I said, it is increasingly evident that this voyage of national resurgence will be shaped by the seas. The government's strong impetus to the maritime sector, and there are many initiatives, and the expanding spectrum of maritime initiatives reflect this growing maritime momentum. For this momentum to continue and accelerate in the days and years ahead, a safe, secure and stable maritime domain is indispensable. The Indian Navy, as I said, as the prime instrument and principal manifestation of our country's maritime power, stands as the foremost guarantor of our maritime security. In doing so, we are also committed to fulfilling our national maritime vision for the region and beyond, as articulated by our Honorable Prime Minister, that is Mahasagar. Through uncompromising commitment to training, leadership and professional excellence, our conduct at sea and ashore will continue to reflect our core values of duty, honor, courage. At the same time, we will nurture a strong, well-knit and happy Navy family that energizes society, inspires our youth and drives India's maritime journey towards Viksit Samriddh Bharat by the centenary of our independence. So let me assure every citizen that your Navy, Indian Navy, remains steadfast in protecting and preserving our maritime interests. Once again, anytime, anywhere, anyhow.
Great, sir. But the future of India, the future of Indian Navy is looking glorious thanks to the leadership of leaders like you. Once again, thank you so much. And let us take this moment to express gratitude to the people in the uniform who make sure that we are safe at our homes. Thank you, Namaste and Jai Hind.